What a fabulous one-day special we are launching. Let me introduce a lady who doesn't need introduction because she's absolutely fabulous. And Hayley, how are you?
I'm good, thanks.
This is really exciting. We have got a Fabric Freedom one-day special.
Yes, we have. And what we've got is, last time we did a one-day special with Fabric Freedom, we brought you something slightly different. And what we brought you was 10 half meters, all kind of colour coordinated. And they've done it again because it was a really, really popular one. So what they've done is they've brought you completely different colourways. So the last time we did it, I think there was a pink, possibly a blue and a green.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah.
We've got almost a whole rainbow.
I love
fantastic.
rainbow, yeah.
And what you're getting is you're getting 5 half meters of, not 5, you're getting 10 half meters of your quilting cotton. What I meant to say was 5 meters in total. Now the contents may vary a little bit, but it will all be these kind of light blue tones. On top of that, you are getting your 4 fat quarters as well. So in total, you are getting 5 meters worth in the half meter pieces, and another meter's worth in the fat quarters. Do you know what? Now I'm not meaning to be rude. Do you know what a fat quarter is?
It's a quarter of a meter, but square.
That's it. Cut in half long ways, and then cut in half down the middle. Perfect. Excellent. So we're away.
I can't do one right thing about
That's fine. That's fine. Well, I think it's important to know that, because I think sometimes it is good to start from scratch, because there may be people who aren't aware what a fat quarter is. So that's kind of a nice square bit. It's a nice size to use for quilting. It's a nice size to use for projects. There are lots of books dedicated to projects that use fat quarters. So what you're getting there is 6 meters in total. Now, a normal quilting cotton, which most of these are, the fat quarters are all poplins, but a normal quilting cotton, you're going to pay between 15 and 18 pounds a metre for. The poplins, you're going to pay anywhere from kind of 12 to 15 pounds a metre for. So then when you add all of that up, let's say we average it out to the 15 pounds a metre, usually they're a little bit more. So 15 times 6, 30, 90 pounds, and you only are paying, well, if you wanted to have a flexi buy option, you're paying 2 payments of £19.98, so you can have it home for £19.98, and then awful lot of fabric
or
there.
if you want to make one-off payment, is £39.95, which means that you're saving £32 on our already amazing price, which would be even cheaper than even a discounted price from
as a kind of basic maths on what a quilting cotton usually is. Then you're looking at £90. The usual price is better than that. The one-day special price is better still. So colours. Okay, so you've got the blue.
This is gorgeous.
This is a kind of a light blue kind of mix here. The next option you've got is the purple,
which is absolutely beautiful, and I think purple is one of the favorite colors from crafts.
Purple is a really good kind of catch-all color as well, because if you look at it next to these 2 colors, so we've got the blue one, I don't know which is left and right, so I'm not even going to attempt it. So you've got blue on this side, and you can see you could use those purples and those blues beautifully together. You've got the yellow on the other side, and if you just wanted to use all those in a quilt, you could see it would work beautifully together. So purple is a brilliant one as a kind of catch-all colour to go with anything. If you're quilting and you're not sure what colours to put with things, go for purple or green. Because they'll always work.
Oh, maybe it is because it is a secondary colour, so therefore, and also green, so they kind of have got analogous colours, and maybe they have also the complementary, so then that way.
I mean, yellow would be complementary to purple, but you can see, just looking at those as a set together, how well that they would actually work to use those all as one.
That's great. So that's the purple option. Now we have got the yellow option in here, which we need to do. This is our real height, by the way. I'm so happy to work with somebody. Today I work.
Okay, we're good. Let's go.
Okay. So regular height. I wish I could do that in every second of my life. I have that extra height. My neck hurts literally sometimes. Anyway, carry a box. Anyway, so we have got the red option.
That was the first 2 options. This is the red option.
That's gorgeous.
There we go. There's the red option.
That's my favourite.
So this has got quite a lot of oranges and corals mixed in within there, and just putting it next to that yellow, you could see if you wanted to work all of those together.
Spanish flag. Just saying.
You absolutely could.
Yeah. Beautiful warm tones as well as I want to show this one, for instance, because I just love that Japanese print. There's kind of like a Japanese prints in there.
There's odd sneaky ones in each of them that have got things like the gilding on. Now putting the gilding on is a totally kind of separate process when you're making fabric, and those fabrics usually command a higher price. So when we said in the beginning a quilting cotton would be between the kind of the 15 and the 18 pound mark, the ones with the gilding on like this one and the ones with the kind of sparkle effect on, like this one here.
Oh wow, that's gorgeous.
They are the ones that command that higher price point. You can just see it sparkling a little bit there. It's got a little kind of coating on. I don't know how they do this, because usually to get that kind of sheen and that sparkle on fabrics, it makes it really stiff, but it's absolutely beautifully soft.
That is beautiful. So that's the red option. And of course, now we have got the navy. I think the navy is the one that probably, although red is my favorite color, navy I think is the one that goes with everything. And probably that would be perfect for most occasions.
Because it's darker, it will go with anything. And this, as we said before, you can take it, you could even put it with that red that's right next to it, and it would work. You could put it with the yellow, you could put it with the purple, you could put it with that lighter blue, and it would
gorgeous.
all work together. And these are beautiful bundles, because what Fabric Freedom have done is they've taken some of their most popular fabrics, and in this one actually you're getting a really beautiful batik. Now they're usually about kind of £18 a metre as well. You're getting 1, 2, 3 of the ones with the foiling on. You can just see as I move that there, the kind of shimmer you're getting on that one. So you're getting 3 of those more expensive foiled fabrics as well, and lots of other coordinating ones as well. So a really, really nice bundle.
Well, so there you go. You have got the 5 options for the one-day special. Remember, they're from Fabric Freedom, who has got like an experience, very much experience with
and
fabric.
just a huge range as well.
Absolutely. The options are blues, purples, yellows, reds, and navy. The item number is 338223. Remember that you have got the option of FlexiBuy, which means that you pay 2 payments of £19.98 today, and then in the next in November you pay the second part.
I can see Leonie stealing samples.
I know. I'm just
man.
like, I'm very distracted by Leonie's actions.
Are
Let's just get back to
yes. Are you stealing samples? Have you
let's
been given samples?
Yes. Anyway, let's just get back to here. If you want one-off payment, it's £39.95. But look at the saving. Now that saving is of £32. But however, we need to mention that, as Hayley was saying, that is already a very, very good price for the picture for these fabrics, because remember, some of them have got that gold printing as well as the glitter, that kind of beautiful metallic threads coming through. So it is an amazing saving in there. Now we are going to go to the Celtic fabric.
See what she's done here. She's used all of her samples during the show to fill up all the trays so that he has to give them to her.
By the way, Leonie, there are some of my products on the floor they have got my name on it. Anyway, let's get back to it. We share everything, so that's fine. Whatever she takes, we have got 3 options here. We have got the sage, the mint, and the blue.
So this is a really, really subtle print. This, with all of the Fabric Freedom collections that they do, what you'll find is they generally do a feature fabric. The feature fabric has the largest print on, and is the one that kind of has the kind of most detail on. And then what they'll do from that is they'll create a story with the other fabrics, taking elements out of each of them and then repeating it all the way through.
This is very elegant.
This one actually comes with the kind of main feature fabric there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blenders with this one. I'm just checking that one at the bottom is different. Yes, it is. Yeah. That's fine.
So it's 6.5 meters of 100% cotton. Gorgeous. So that's the sage, that's the mint, and that's the blue. Yeah. Yes. So this is to make sure.
The edge of the box.
So then the item number is 426560. You are getting all the 6.5 meters of fabric for £29.99. You're saving £27. These amazing savings throughout the show, the one-day special. And remember, the one-day special that we mentioned at the beginning of the hour is very, very popular already. So please, if you want yours, secure your checkouts to secure yours. Now here we have
got your right on the end of the box, young lady.
Yeah.
Hang on.
I mean, that would be great TV if I kind of
there we go.
fall off. Yeah. So here we have got the faux fur.
Now this is the
fur.
first time that Fabric Freedom have brought faux fur to you. So this is something quite special. Now on our screen at the minute, it looks like we've got kind of two blacks and a white in the middle. This first one is actually a brown. If I give it a wiggle,
if we put them side by side, will be see.
Yeah.
So this is more like a golden, like a chocolate Labrador.
Okay.
You know, the color, just the color, you know. And then this is more like, you know, that's a black lab or a, you know, the black and white cats. This is like my neighbor's cat, and that's like Patchy. The Patchy is like those two.
She's told me a story about her neighbor's cat.
Patchy. Anyway, so
slowly trying to steal him with tuna fish.
Yeah, tuna. He loves my tuna. Go ahead, and I say. Anyway, it's so soft.
It is. It's super soft, and it's a really nice option. Now, I think people get a bit worried about sewing with fur and sewing with these kind of, you know, more
texture,
more elaborate and more textured fabrics. Now, all of these are done on what's classed as a knitted base rather than a woven base. So things like air cotton, you won't have any stretch to it because the cotton is a straight weave. So in cotton, you've got threads going up and down, and you've got threads going side to side. So unless you cut cotton on a bias, then you don't get any stretch. But these are all knitted. So if I show you, you can see there, that one's got a bit of a clearer knit pattern to it. These are all knitted. So these, just by the virtue of it being a knitted fabric, will have a little more stretch to it. I mean, there's not a huge amount in there, but you can see it's got a little bit of give. So all you need to do is when you're working with it, just bear that in mind. And the other thing you need to do when you're working with fur is keep an eye on which direction the pile's going, because fur has a pile. So you can see it goes nice and smoothly that way, but if I try and come up the other way, it kind of makes it stick and raise up a bit. So what you need to also do is, if you're making soft toys especially, most of the patterns you'll find with a soft toy will have a little arrow on each of the pieces. That means that
that's just follow the instructions.
Yes,
basically.
The arrows always have to remember the same direction.
Loving all your knowledge, Hayley. I learned so much already. The item number is 429588. Remember, you choose from the cream, the brown, or the black. The price is $14.99. Now we have got here.
We've got some brushed cotton. So brushed cotton it's basically starts out life the same way as this does, but then it goes through another process which kind of roughs up those fibres on the top, and that's why it's called brushed cotton.
And why it is important?
What it does is it just lifts some of the fibres on the top. It gives it a slightly softer texture to touch. It gives it a warmer texture to touch because it traps more air. So these are great for, you know, kind of big scarves, for pyjamas, for travel rugs, things like that. All of these ones here are perfect for that.
It's a pick and make option, so you choose any two. There's 5 options in there as well, so you can have a look on the website if you want to see exactly which ones they are. You're getting 1 meter in total, so so basically 2.5 meters of whichever is your choice.
If you pick the same one twice, they are cutting this from a roll, so I do believe you'll get a continuous piece.
That's important to say. So the price is $11.99 for the brush cutter. Now this one is another one that caught my eye. It's really different.
Yes, it is, and it's a different fabric again. So this is tapestry. So tapestry is a much...
Can we open one?
Yeah, of course you can. This is a much heavier weight fabric.
Yeah,
and this is
so
great.
Striking.
Yes. Now, when it's a tapestry, the pattern is actually woven into the fabric. So they generally have the big kind of carded, like the old style carded machines where they put the pattern in, and it goes back and forward, and it changes the colour that goes through certain bits. So that is how they make this, and you can see that's the back, and you can see that it goes all the way through, and that is the front.
Yeah, this is one that we have got in the screens, is the zigzag multi in there. Yeah, we are both going to follow I'm going to go that way so you can see there perfectly.
Now this is I think this is a 60-inch wide. Can I just borrow it?
Yeah.
Let go. There we go.
So we use our bodies to measure it up because we have got 1.5 meters.
This is a 60-inch fabric. It's 1.5 meters wide.
Perfect. We have got other two other options in there. So there is this is the ombre blue and red. This is just beautiful. Somebody was saying saying in my ear that this would make a lovely poncho.
Yes, I mean that's the thing you can do with this. This is a much heavier weight, so it is great for things like that, things like outerwear. If you're wanting to make gilets, if you're wanting to make bags with it, brilliant for bags. Fantastic as rugs. Again, big winter scarves.
Yeah,
perfect.
My parents love a lot of Moroccan, also furniture and things like that, and they have got things like this in their like cushions, making different cushions.
I mean, it's a good size. So even as a floor rug.
Oh yeah.
You would just all you would do is you would do the edges. So pop that over. Pop those in. Oh, she's off.
Yeah, landing stairs. Landing. You know, in the landing that you need a long thing.
Like a runner.
Yeah. So a runner. So this would be perfect. Or right beside the bed, in either side.
Yeah. I mean, they're perfect for that because they are nice, heavy weight. They are going to stand up to being used in that way. All I would recommend is if you put something on the back, then put something on that's going to be non-slip.
That's a very good idea.
Or back it with something that's maybe a plain cotton, but use builder's silicone very carefully and just put lots of little dots.
That's a good
on.
idea.
Or you can get lots of little kind of what are supposed to be decorative kind of drops that are supposed to make pearls and things. They'll work easily well. Anything that's got a kind of silicone base to it to just grip hard floors and stop it slipping.
This option, that one option was black and white or black, cream and white, and then this one is pattern multi.
Pattern multi.
Pattern multi. Sorry.
And then that one at the bottom is black and white.
Oh, that's why that they are all good. Oh, I like black and white. That is.
I mean, they've all got that kind of Aztec style feel to them.
Yeah, geometrics is really good. Anyway, you choose any two in this item. So yes, 519054. You choose whichever two, and you are getting half a meter. Now there is a pick and mix price, so you're saving £5. You're only paying £14.99.
Can I just say now these are they're saying the pick and mix price is kind of £10 for each piece. Now I would say you could possibly expect to pay even more for a woven tapestry fabric. I would be expecting to pay around £30 a metre for a woven fabric of the quality that they've got here. Obviously, Fabric Freedom have been able to bring you an amazing deal on the price in the first place, and then to get that extra £5 off for the pick and mix is even better, because I would expect to pay more for this.
This one is the most popular, by the way. Is the black
Is that just because it's your favourite?
Well, they're all my favourites. It's my favorite.
Oh,
maybe
no.
You know.
Oh, here we go.
I saw that line from the
I know.
It's like,
I know exactly where you got that one
I know,
from.
Right? All right. So, should I do something different?
You need your own.
Yeah, I need my own. This is the real one. Okay, is that okay?
That'll do.
Anyway, and then I need to
fall off the box. Move the box along.
Yeah, it's just like we need to
get back on the box.
Okay. Now that's good.
Seamless,
exactly. We are so seamless. So now this one we have got the 4-block panel.
Yes, there's a 4-block panel. Yeah. You are getting half a metre. Oh, it feels like, is it half a metre? It might be more.
Feels really nice
as
well.
Bear with.
So basically
that's
it's
more.
Yeah. Shall we use your measure?
Yeah, that's a metre.
That's a metre.
So that's a metre in the quilting cotton, in the black quilting cotton, and then you're getting fat quarter in the spots as well to coordinate with it. I love a little bit of black. Well, I love a lot of black. I'm going to have to show you this panel as well. Now, a lot of printed panels that you'll get. There you go. A lot of the printed panels that you'll get are usually 60 centimetres wide. Woo, sorry. There you go. This one is 75.
Wow.
So it's bigger than your usual printed panels. Now, usually for a printed panel, you're going to be looking at anywhere between £10 and £12 for a 60 centimetre printed panel. So with this, you've got that size panel plus kind of almost half again. Yeah. So I would say a panel that size, you're looking to usually pay about £14. Now on top of that, you're getting your plain fabric to work with it. You're plain steady. So you've not got as many years experience on the box. And you're getting your fat quarter as well. So a plain quilting cotton of this quality, you'd be looking around the £12 to £14 mark. So and you are fat quarter again. You're looking at another, £3 for your fat quarter. So there's 17. Yeah. plus 14 for there, that's 31.
So 31 on
Yes.
your own, that should be the price, and you are only paying £19.99, because remember, Fabric Freedom brings amazing products and amazing prices, but
Yes.
even we get them in a very good prices as well. And when we do the shows, now I got like a little, I don't know what happened there. The item number is 184903. You're paying £19.99. Now we have got other items in the show. We have got happy hour, which unfortunately is not the, well, I gotta say, fortunately it will last until the end of the hour, unless the stocks run out. So please make sure that if you like it, you check out your baskets as soon as possible. You have got an options. You have got the purple, which is on the screen. You have got then the green, which is absolutely beautiful. It's more of a minted green in there. And then of course you have got the pink, which is a beautiful variations of pinks, florals, smaller patterns, leaves you have got there on the also butterflies. They are gorgeous and they mix and match perfectly. The item number is 666145. You're getting 5 pieces of half a meter. It's 100% cotton, perfect for quilting and patchwork. And the happy hour price is amazing. You are saving £25. You're only paying £24.99 for all 5 pieces of half meter of 100% cotton. Now, I have to say, I always look forward to the soft crafting shows because I learn a lot, because I don't know much about, I'm learning so much.
Because you're a paper person.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I'm learning as well a lot into my papercraft shows. But the soft crafts, it's kind of not, I wouldn't say all new, but it's fairly new to me, and it's just so tactile as well. It's just such a beautiful.
It's a completely kind of different thing. I think that the whole kind of soft craft world, it's about having something that you can, have and use, and it be decorative at the same time. I think it's in some ways a slightly more practical craft, because you get something that maybe is usable at the end of it. Yes, birthday cards and things are fabulous and look amazing, but there's an impermanence about it, whereas I think fabric craft has kind of something a bit more long term about it.
It is what you're saying. It is more practical. It has a purpose, a practical purpose at the end of it. I mean, I think as a mixed media, like a dabbler, I like it to display it in my home.
Mixed media dabbler.
No, I mean I do, but I display.
Is that something you can be arrested for? Mixed media dabbling.
No, dabbling in something.
Yeah, that's fine. It's the right word. It just sounded funny.
Okay,
I liked it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna get into fabric dabbling. That's right. So we have got here the one-day special.
So yes, I've brought the purple version of the one-day special across, just so we can start to have a bit of a play with it. So what I've got here is I've got 10 of those quilting cottons that it comes with. I've actually spotted one of these is a brushed cotton as well.
They are nice. They're so stroppable.
Now, it's exactly the same weight as all the other cottons. So if I just show you the back of it and I show you the weave.
Well, I mean, I know you explained before about the process that it was a little bit new, but why would you use it for, why is it more expensive, brush cotton?
Generally, yes, because there's an additional process involved in there, because they take that and then they literally kind of brush it. Yeah. They literally rub something across it, and then it kind of fluffs up those fibres again. Because when it's spun, the cotton fibres are all kind of smoothed out. And then all you're doing is you're taking those, exactly the same cotton fibres. I mean, when I kind of folded those over, you can see it's exactly the same in terms of weave.
But it's much softer.
But it's much, much softer. Now, you can absolutely use this in your quilting. There is no reason why you cannot at all. Or you can save it maybe for a lining or for something different or for something special, because we're not just looking at quilting here. Although these are all quilting cottons, we're going to try and do a lot of projects that don't involve quilting, so you can do them for other things.
Could you put maybe the brush cotton underneath, say, a blanket, like
Yes,
the one that touches your skin?
Yes, you could absolutely use it as I mean, they're lovely for linings because obviously usually the underside of the blanket is what ends up touching your skin, and the top side is the bit that you want to keep nice and clean and you don't want to spill chocolate and things on it.
How do you know it would be chocolate in my case?
Always chocolate with you.
Yeah, chocolate, yeah. I have got some truffles, I should share them later.
Okay.
Remember the details of the one-day special are on your screen. You have a choice. The navy is a quarter of the, is the most popular.
I nearly picked that one to demonstrate
you
with,
should.
but
Well,
then I thought, oh, it's going to run out and
Yeah.
I'm not going to have any.
So the navy, it is the most popular. So a quarter of the stock has already gone. Remember that you, in whichever choice you go for colors, you are going to get 10 half meters of the fabric, as well as 4 of the fat cords in matching colors or matching colorways. The options are blue, purples, yellows, reds, and navy. And navy is the most popular at the minute. So therefore, if you want to secure yours, please go ahead and check out your baskets. Remember that you have got also the FlexiBuy option of 2 payments of £19.98. But if you just want one-off payment, you can do that as well for £39.95.
Okay.
Oh,
What we are going to do, well, what I thought I would do, because they're a similar kind of mottled tie-dye type
Tie-dye does
batik
that.
type pattern. I'm going to use the 2 different types of fabric because I think the purple is the only one that has this piece of brushed cotton in. I'll go and stroke the rest in a minute and find out.
Yeah, we were going to have a stroke
Oh, yeah,
check.
just run down the counter like that. Molly, could you just stroke the other fabrics and find out if any more have got a brushed cotton in? Brushed cotton feels fluffy. The other
We
ones
like
feel
a stroke,
cold.
don't we?
Excellent.
Aw.
I like a brushed cotton bed sheet as well.
Yeah,
Snuggly.
they feel, especially now in the
Thank you.
winter nights. It's just
See,
like,
I thought it was like an old thing, like an old-fashioned thing to do.
well, maybe we are a little bit
Are we?
old-fashioned now. I don't
She's
know.
quite young and she is.
Oh, yes, true. Molly could be.
Okay.
Yeah. How old are you, Alma? 21.
Did you hear what they said?
What? No,
They
I'm
said
not going to repeat
Molly's
it.
not a 50-year-old woman. I think he was implying
That
that we were.
I am.
I'm
On the
58.
inside.
I was told once, somebody said after me, it's like, oh, of course, are you 44 or something like that? At that point, I was 37 or something like that. I was, I'm like,
Okay, so what we're going to do is ignore the people who are calling us old and make some stuff.
Okay, so how did you tear
Right, because
tear
it's a
that?
woven fabric,
Okay.
when you tear a woven fabric, it will always be straight because it goes along the line.
Did you
of
start
the fabric. So yes, and the brushed cotton will work exactly the same way. So I want a piece the same size because what I'm going to do is make a little kind of pouch style bag, and then we're going to line it with the fluffy one,
Okay.
the brushed cotton. So I'm going up there, and then all I'm doing is making a starting cut and then pulling it.
That's so cool.
Now,
Well, I think
normally,
with paper that also works the same. Because
If you tear it one- I know if you tear it one way,
but the fibers have got an issue because the fibers go in a
Yes.
different way. Yeah.
okay. So we are going to create a bag that's going to have a little kind of flat bottom to it. So I'm going to take that, and normally I would, if you haven't got a huge piece of fabric, you can cut this out as 2 separate bits. But all we're going to do is take a chunk out of there. So we're going to take it the same height up. Well, actually, because we're not putting a seam along the bottom, we're going to make it 1/2 inch less up. So say 2 inches up, 2.5 inches in, and that will compensate for the seam that we're going to have to put down this side. And we're going to make a square bottomed bag. Now, because we have made these the same size, then it'll all kind of work together when it's finished. We just need to take those salve edges off actually and make sure that they are exactly the same size.
If anybody is like me that has got lots of questions and doesn't know much about how to sew and how to use them, or if you are an advanced quilter or patchwork and you have got any specific questions for Hayley, please email in at the studio at hochanda.com. Yeah, sorry. Did
you forget where you worked for a second there?
My question was, I have emailed so many times actually because
I do it as well. Yes.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous. You're sitting at home. You're supposed to be doing work, and you've got it on just because it's noise.
Well, it's to me is I always tell the story that I have watched shopping television for a very long time, and for me, this is one of the ways how I learn how to. I perfect. Well, not perfect is the wrong word, but I kind of my English improved a little bit by watching a lot of, and of course I know, like I used to watch all your. I remember your
Proggy.
The Proggy.
Yeah, it's still going. It's huge in America.
Of course, Leone. So many of.
We've got a ruler. I've lost my tape measure.
Ruler, we need a ruler. Anyway,
sorry.
Still, if you want to email us any questions, remember you can do that. studio@hochanda.com. You can put them now, even if we don't read them on air. We will make sure that Hayley gets them and you can answer. But we'll try to get them read and answered during the live show. Remember that we have got the 1 day special. Remember that you're getting 10 half meters of beautiful coordinating colors. So you choose whichever color you like. And Hayley is now using the purple option. You are getting also apart from the 10 half meters, you are getting also 4 fat quarters. So you're getting a lot of fabric with beautiful. All of it is cotton, right?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. All of it is cotton. So what I've done here is I have marked out 2 inches from this end, because normally you do that in 2 pieces. Because I'm lucky enough to have a big enough piece of fabric, I don't need to cut that in 2 pieces because no point in me cutting it in half. To sew it back together again. That's pointless. Yes, So what I've done is I've taken that piece and then I'm measuring 2 inches up from the edge, so 5 centimetres. There's a kind of green mark there. 5 centimetres, 2 inches up. And then I'm going 2.5 inches from the edge because I've got to take a quarter of an inch off each side for my seam allowance. Therefore, I need to add an extra total of a half. So see there, it's 2.5 inches from that side, and then 2 inches up. And I'm going to do the same on the other corner and just kind of roughly. I would normally mark that out with a proper square edge, but we're going quickly. And do the same on this side. So
another item that is incredibly popular is, and I'm really excited, is that beautiful woven tapestry, which is those gorgeous fabrics that they were really special. The ones that you can use because they have got a thicker fabric, basically.
Yes, they're a heavier weight fabric, so that means you're going to use them for more things like perfect bags, because they're really, really heavy. Great for those kind of winter scarves, fantastic for upholstery type projects, so cushions if you're covering chairs. I mean, out of one of those, you would probably get 3 normal dining chair sized if you were covering the seat pad itself. If you were making kind of cushions to go on top of those, you might need a little bit more. Obviously, back it with something plain. You don't need to use the expensive fabric all over. The bits you're not going to see, use the cheaper fabric.
I'm tempted to get it for, the pattern multi, that beautiful with all the colors, is 20% already gone. I'm tempted to get one of each color as well, because Leone has got beautiful, beautiful chairs in her dining room, but they're a little bit uncomfortable.
You just take your own cushion round. Keep this in your cupboard for me.
Sorry, no, they are incredible, but they are incredibly architectonic. So no, it's the back of it. And I was thinking, for me, that I'm not an expert sewist, you can do the runners that for the chair, just for.
Oh, they just goes up and over.
Yeah. So just like either side, and that pattern will look amazing because you can they all mix and match in a way, and very striking, very, that modern kind of lines that is also very kind of Native American or Moroccan.
What I'm doing here is because I'm kind of going on the hoof here and quite quickly, I am just using that first piece that I cut as a template for the second one that I'm cutting here, the lining, so that I do not have to measure it all out again.
I love the sound of fabric being cut.
Can't beat the sound of a good pair of scissors.
This is that scissor action.
So what we've created now are kind of like large eyes, large letter eyes. Okay?
Yeah.
So.
Or an H, fat H.
Okay, fat H.
Yeah. Hochanda.
Or large eye.
Hochanda has been eating a little bit of chocolate. Yeah.
Look, we can even make words. You hang on, hold that one like an eye.
Hi. I can say hi.
Hold, right, hold. Have you got, no, hold yours the other way up. There you go. Oh no, it's me.
No,
It's coming.
exactly. This is what I was
There we
thinking.
go. Hi.
Hi. Yeah.
So, to put this together now, what we're going to do is fold that in half.
Yes.
Actually, I think with batiks, it really doesn't matter which way around you get them. Obviously, most printed fabric, you'll have an obvious right side out. With batiks, it doesn't really matter. You know, they're going to look fabulous whichever side you put them around.
Is there
But
one
sometimes
side?
there's a slightly brighter side, so, you know, maybe go for that one. So I'm going to do 2 straight edges down here. Have I got sparkly? I've got no thread on. Well, that's not going to get me very far.
Yeah, I
Would
think
you
that's
mind
where
doing
probably,
some numbers for a minute while
yes,
I just
of course,
thread this up?
So we have got here the leaves, that one. Okay, that's the quilting cotton in here. You are getting, the details are coming on the screen. You're getting 1 meter of these beautiful leaves quilting cotton in there. Look, it's really elegant, sophisticated. That would make a lovely shirt, actually, for a gentleman's shirt. I think that would be very nice.
I reckon Yanis could pull that off.
Yeah, he definitely could. 1 meter, and our Sandro or Alex today that they are in the gallery, they would work really well. Apparently, you will need a little bit more than 1 meter for obviously for the both of them. What I mean is,
Feed dogs
anyway,
are off.
so details are 928153. You're paying $9.99. We are saving £4. It's a really, really good big saving in there. And then, of course, you have got this other option. Now, this is the large statement flowers. You have got 2 options. You have got here the orange to see, but there is a pink option if you wanted to. You choose whichever you want. Can we have a look at the pink option now? And it's 1 meter you get, whether you're going for the orange or the gorgeous. That's gorgeous, that pink. Look at those pinks and intensities in there. In any case, you are getting 1 meter of each if you want, well, 1 meter of orange or 1 meter of pink. It's your choice, so you choose. It's $9.99. So gorgeous. That would make a lovely shirt as well. It's a little bit bigger pattern in there, maybe for a shirt, but you know, or a skirt maybe. Alex prefers the orange. Sandra prefers the pink. Oh, the pink! It's a beautiful pink. Now you can see that.
Do you know? I think when we had the last selection of these, when we had the pink selection, the green selection, and the blue selection, I think that may have been in that previous selection we had. It is stunning. I do remember sewing with it.
It's a very deep fuchsia pink. I would say it's borderline purple, but it is still a pink or magenta kind of tones in there. You can have the softer lines as well in there. I love this pink collection. It's really beautiful.
If you have a look at it, there are so many other pinks within there.
Yeah.
You've got really, really light, subtle pinks. Yeah. You've got almost kind of baby pinks in there.
Yeah.
You've actually got quite a big range of pinks in there. So there's going to be a lot of things that will go
work.
with.
And also it has got the black outlines in there. It gives a little bit more contrast and depth as well. The item number is 076977. Remember, you have got the option of the orange or the pink. It's your choice. You're getting for $9.99 is the price. You're saving £4. Now, Hayley.
It's nice when it just works, isn't it?
Yes. I don't remember when was last time that anything worked in my life, but you know.
So remember when I measured this out, I gave 2 inches this side and I gave 2.5 that side because I'm losing ½ an inch on each piece of fabric. So if I turn that over,
that's cool.
That will match up. So now that is what I need to do. But instead of folding it over that way, I need to open it up and send it this way. And that will create that square bottom on the bottom of my bag.
Bottom,
yes.
Yeah, for a bag. Yeah.
Exactly. So ordinarily, we're making a soft pouch here, but if I wanted it to be stiff and stay upright, then we've got the super stiff batting on the show.
Do we have it?
I've covered it in stuff, mate. Yeah. There you go. You can have it.
Super stiff, apparently. This is the batting, you said?
Batting.
Batting.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I can see what you mean.
So batting is
like
a more densely
stands up.
It's a more densely felted one.
Yeah.
Wadding tends to be the more air-filled one.
Yeah. So that one is you can. We don't have the details on the show, but you can have a look
it's
on the website.
We always have it on. So there's
So just have a look. Is the
it's the Craft Yourself Silly Super Stiff.
Super stiff. Yeah. Okay. So that's it. That's that. So that will give you like that rigidity, that stand up as well.
Do you know what I'm going to do? I think.
And by the way, Hayley, the fabric that she's using is from the one day special. Is the purple option. Remember that you have got the different options. Navy is currently the most popular option of the one day special. I think it's quarter of the stock has already gone of the navy option. But remember, you in whichever option you go for, whether it's those gorgeous warm reds or those soft blues, you are going to get 10 pieces of 1/2 meter of beautiful cotton, and then as well as 4 fat quarters, the matching colors. The patterns are different, and you have got, but they mix and match, perfect for your quilting, to create beautiful coordinating quilts. However, I would say one thing is like I would be tempted to, like you were demonstrating, to maybe go for the purple and the blue, because they are colors that wouldn't work really well.
Well, I think we may need to pop back over and just let you see the colours and how they work together as they're laid out. I'll just get this finished first. So I'm doing exactly the same on the other side. I'm just flattening that out from where I cut it. So it goes from there to there, and that's creating. Can you see that bottom squaring out now at the bottom there?
Perfect square bottom. If you
It's
want a square
everybody
bottom,
wants.
yes, that's
What
those
everybody
angles,
wants,
those lines.
square bottom. Now I'm just gonna, before I go ahead and sew that, what I had that little kind of pleat in there. Now what that'll do is it will catch when I sew it, and it'll give me a little fold on the outside, so I need to make sure that that is nice and flat before I start to sew that. Pop that into there.
And you're using
my needle's unthreaded.
Do you use a straight stitch?
Yeah, just normal straight stitch, 2 millimeters, 2.5 millimeters, that kind of thing is where you want to be aiming at. That's kind of a default. 2.5 millimeters is a default for most machines. So you don't need to worry about that one too much. I need to just go
then
backwards.
You're using a 1/4 of an inch seam.
That's right. Oh, we'll have your soft crafting before you know it.
Well, I don't. I do own a sewing machine, and I did sew a few pieces, including a kaftan that I wore on public.
Well, there you go. See.
I mean, a kaftan is the easiest thing to do.
Do you know what? We've got some, fingers crossed, we've got some dressmaking stuff lined up, because I think it's
I love that.
Such a thing that people always will kind of want to get into, but are too frightened to take those kind of first few steps. They'll quilt as much as you like, but actually taking that next step to making something, I think it's people see it as quite a big risk, but some of them can be so super easy.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say I have worn that kaftan quite a few times, because it really is very comfortable to wear when it's hot, which is rare, obviously, in this country. I see.
So that we're making a soft pouch. Now we've got a couple of options. When we do the top, we can actually fix it so it goes like that, and it's got a different bit of a shape to it, or we can put a piece in the top to keep it kind of square and keep its boxy shape. So that's the one. All I'm going to do for the second one is repeat exactly the same again. So let me just get that lined back up, because it's got a little bit skew width. Okay, so we'll do the same again, down the side, flatten it out, down the bottom. And if you don't mind doing a recap while I do that, because one of the things you asked me was, how do you get a lining in?
Exactly.
And that is exactly what I will show you in a minute.
Thank you so much. We're going to have a look at the website, because there is other options in as well on the one day on the show. So you can see there the woven tapestry fabrics that they were really popular in there. Remember, it's a pick and mix option in there. The black, cream and white is one of the most popular, but the pattern multi is the most popular as well. Then we have got the black and white is my favorite. It's a striking. I want a jacket in that. It's just really nice. I mean, I will, I could probably make a jacket with one of just the 1/2 meter in there. There you have got the faux fur, which I really like to stroke. It's just so fabulous to stroke. But of course, you have a look at that. You have got the option of the cream, the brown and the black. £14.99 for 1/2 meter, and it obviously is faux fur, so it really, it's it would be vegan, I would imagine. Anyway, so now we are gonna go back to the one day special as well. I'm back on top of my box. I love it. So the one day special is an amazing fabric freedom one day special. You are getting quilting cotton bundle. You are getting 10 pieces of 1/2 meter plus 4 fat quarters, but we are giving the choice of colors. Whether you are going to go for the soft blues, those gorgeous patterns on those tones of blue, and it's not just one blue. You can see teals, turquoises, aquas, as well as soft sky blues, and also incorporating some of the yellows as well. So it means that if you're going to, for instance, go for the yellow and the blues, there will be patterns and mix and match. You have got some reds as well in here, floral with larger scale, a smaller scale. They will be beautiful on your quilting. And of course, you're getting 4 fat quarters in here. You can see the gingham in here as well. So they mix and match. You can use them in different ways. So this is the blue option with those beautiful softer tones. Then we have got the purple option, which is the one that Hayley was using, that brush cotton that has got that extra process to get that softness, that fibers, that kind of is perfect to have for the lining of a quilting. Approaching of 10% of the purple option has already gone. And remember, a one-day special, the amazing savings and prices, they only last for 24 hours or until the stocks last. So it means that some of these options probably will run out before the end, before tomorrow. Now we have got also the fat quarters, of course. Then we have got the yellow option. The yellow is sunshine in fabric. It's that beautiful, vibrant. It brightens up the room. It has some of these patterns. 10% of the yellow has gone. Combines beautifully with the purple. That complementary colors make it a really striking combination. Some of them have got that kind of metallic printing, which, as Hayley was saying, look, I can show you. There it is. Can you see the Now that process of printing, it is more expensive, so therefore the saving, you know, it's a bigger saving that we actually are giving it to you, that we are saying. So basically, the usual price would be £71. However, Hayley was saying that actually it's more in the region of £90 that should be, because of that gorgeous quality of that printing, as well as this one has a glistening kind of metallic thread through it. Can you see it? It's like glitter inside your fabric. It's beautiful, and it doesn't rub off. It stays there. Now we have got the reds as well. Now this red is my favorite color, and I really, really love this option because it's not just reds, it's oranges, corals coming through, pinks, slight tones of pink. But look at the clouds in there, isn't that gorgeous? This is beautiful. It's just summer, or it's sangria, but it's also Christmas. It's that depth, that kind of warmth for the colors. But of course you have got these 2 corally tones. And that one, it has got the kind of almost oriental, Japanese-inspired sakura flowers with that gold printing in there that, of course, have got that, you know, usually you have to pay extra for it. Now, in here, we have got in the one-day special, remember, you have got an amazing saving of £32, and that is already on a great price. Of course, you are getting the 4 fat quarters as well with the red option. And finally, we have got the navy. 40% of the navy option has already gone. So I urge you, if that's the color option that you would like to go, that beautiful, timeless elegance of the navy that mixes and matches with so many. Look at that gorgeous glisten. You know, that is absolutely gorgeous, that beautiful glistening. But also you have got the sakura in here. Whether you're going to make a beautiful quilts in those navy tones, that will go with creams. We will work with greens as well, with purples, mix and match with the purples or the blues. Anyway, the navy option is really, really popular. As I said, 40% of the stock has already gone. The item number for the one-day special is 338223. Remember, you're saving £32 of an amazing price already. You know, the price would be amazing, but you can make 2 payments of £19.98, which means that you pay the first payment today, and then the next month you pay the second payment of £19.98. If you want one-off payment, it's £35.95. That's the one-day special. But of course, we have brought you the Celtic print quilting fabric. Now, in here you have got 3 options. You have got the sage option, which is that beautiful, very elegant greeny gray. It's just so elegant. I think this is a very masculine, sophisticated tones. Then you have got the mint, and then you have got the blue option. Now you choose whichever option. There you have it, sage, mint, and blue. Whichever option you get, you will have the same patterns in those. I think it's half a meter of each that you are getting of the 6. Yeah, it's a half a meter of 6 6 patterns. The item number is 426560, and you're paying £29.99. You're saving £27. I just kind of, you know, I have become a small. There is a box. I'm kind of standing up like this. Anyway, this is the faux fur. I just love to stroke this. Now you have got 3 options. You are getting half a meter. So if you want to go for say for more, you can get for more. Go for a full meter if you want. The option is the brown. That's more like a. I think it's a chocolate brown. Look, which is actually in the lead. This is absolutely soft. And as Hayley was saying, it does have a weave in it. So it has got a little bit of a stretch, not a weave, a knit, sorry, apologies for that. Then you have got the white option as well as the black. The item number is 429588 and you're paying £14.99 for them. Now we are going to have a look at other items in the show, like the tapestry. This is one of my favorite items that I have seen because it's just very different. It's bold, geometric, striking patterns in there. You have got different options. It's a pick and mix option, which means that you choose any 2 of the patterns, that beautiful black, cream and black, or that gorgeous striking the colors in there. That's the multi-pattern in there that you have there, which is that is the most popular, which is beautiful Aztec printing. A quarter of the stock of this option has already gone. You are only paying £14.99. Oh, those arrows, that's gorgeous. And the black and white, that's my favorite. The item number is 519054. And we also, I want to mention that we have got a happy hour option for you, and the happy hour means that it only lasts until the end of the hour. So you have about 10 minutes to order it if you want it, to get that amazing £25 saving. You have got the option of the purple.
Yeah, there's 2 more that come with the purple. It looks pretty sad there,
yeah,
but there are 2 more colours that come with that.
So whichever option you go for, you are going to get 5 pieces of half meters. You have got the purple, the green, or the pink.
And these are the ones that you know, Fabric Freedom do so well as a story. So you've got your big feature fabric, which is that one there. Yeah. And then you've got those 4 coordinating ones. So you don't have to think about anything to go with it. You can just kind of get cracking with it straight away.
That is gorgeous.
How long have I got, Sandra? Have I got time to finish this off?
Yeah.
6 minutes? Okay. So that was the first bit we did. Yeah. And then we turned it right side out. And then this second one that I did, done exactly the same process, but I've left a gap in the side because I'm going to turn it inside out. So then the right side out bag goes on the inside of the lining.
So the other way around, as you would.
Yes.
You know, you were
so
saying.
You've got, so basically on the, what you should look at on the outside is you should have a seam there from the one on the inside.
Yes.
And a seam there from the one on the outside. You want to line those up. And this is the point where we generally have pins. Now what you need to be careful of at this point is if you've sent the seam one way when you've pinned, when you've kind of sewn it at the bottom, it needs to go the same way when you pin it at the top. And that's just going to give you a better finished result. Have I got any pins? Of course I haven't. That would be far too easy. Yes, I have.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Yeah, prepared.
And what I've also made, you just leave them in there all the time. You can't lose them.
Yeah, well.
And what I've also made, so we can make it shut, is just I made a quick little tab. So I just folded over the scrap piece of fabric that came out of those corners. Yeah. I took that piece of fabric, folded it over, and then just sewed along the edge. Because what we're going to do is turn it up on both sides to create a little kind of buttonhole like that.
Oh, that's cool.
If I just put it like that, then the button's not going to sit in it properly. It's going to want to come out. So by turning it twice, that's going to make it kind of want to stay in there rather than want to pop out. So that is going to go in when we get to that point. But first of all, I need to get those 2 sides done.
By the way, the fabric that Hayley is using is the purple option of the one-day special. The navy option is it's approaching 50% of the stock already gone. So if you want to secure your one-day special of that amazing pride in the navy option, I urge you to check out your baskets. However, all the colors are being very popular as well. So, you know, whichever color you like, to make the most of an amazing saving. Remember that you are saving £32. You are getting 10 half a meters plus 4 fat quarters. There it is, the beautiful navy. It's very elegant. It's that beautiful navy. It has got a richness, different tones, a little bit more cooler, a little bit more warmth in the navy. There are different ways of kind of mixing and matching. And for quilting, if you want to make a monochromatic quilt, this is a perfect bundle for you. You have got also the FlexiBuy option of spreading into payments of £19.98, which I think it really helps.
Okay.
You know, that
I have
everything.
3 minutes.
No.
It's fine. So what I've done is I've taken care of those seams first, because that's what is giving you that more professional finish when you're finished, is if your seams match up beautifully. So I've done the seams first, and then rather than kind of pin round from one edge, I'm kind of going to find the middle and pin that first.
Oh, I see.
So pin the centre, because then if you are out by an inch, half an inch, well, maybe not an inch, you might not get away with an inch on this, but if you're out by half an inch, then you can kind of pin it in the centre and gradually kind of work that excess out if you have got a problem with it. So I'm going to pin the side that I don't need the latch on first, and just put them in. I mean, the more the merrier pins wise on this, because it's just going to help you to keep everything in place as you work it.
I think I did go to once to a sewing class, a couple of times, and I remember the lady mentioning as well that that you should pin it as much as possible.
Yeah, pin it as much as possible. There are certain times when pins aren't that great, but in something like this, just as many as you can get. So I'm straightening that, because initially, if I have a look in there, it looks like I've got way too much of that darker fabric and not enough of the lighter fabric. As soon as you actually, I'm just trying to keep this bit out. Yeah. As soon as you kind of pull it tight and straighten it out, you can see it's spot on. So before we kind of go, because we want that to be on the outside, I'm going to twist that up to how I want it to be, and then I'm going to pop that in position. I haven't measured it. I'm just hoping it's roughly centre.
Who needs to measure when you can do it by eye?
Okay, so. That should be fine. And pin that in position. So I want a couple of pins in there as well. Might not get time to top stitch this, but,
but don't worry.
We'll get there.
I've learned so much, and I hope at home either you have been inspired by Hayley to just start sewing, or you just keep your machine, just keep going.
But that's the beauty of pins.
Yes.
I put that in.
There it is.
Wasn't quite happy, because what I'd done is inserting that loop so we can put the button on, I'd actually left a little bit too much fabric here. So that's the beauty of pins. You can, adjust it, check it before you go ahead and stitch it. Pin twice, sew once.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. So, right, we are approaching the end of the show. Hayley,
we'll finish it in the next hour then, shall we?
There is an amazing. It's been really. I've really enjoyed it. I've really learned a lot. Remember,
you're very welcome.
Thank you. Remember to check out your baskets, because it's incredibly towards the end of the hour. It becomes incredibly busy, and of course, you remember that the navy option is really is already 50% of the stock already gone. So if you want to secure yours, check out your basket. Remember all these options: the purples, the navies, the yellows, and the reds. You are having an amazing saving. It's been you have been so inspirational. And also remember there is a happy hour deal. So if you want the happy hour, now is the time to check out your basket. See you after the break with Good Evening Hochanda with Leonie and myself.
Oh, crikey.